Shivoham, I am not able to see Ashok and but Yoga Narsiman, Rajendran, Girish, Ashok Nichani. Shivoham sirs, and welcome to the call. Did I miss anybody else? GVK Raju and Ashok Chotwani. The images are not available. And the rest of you, many of you on this call today who are not visible. So we made a very interesting thing today. Let me show you. Let me start by sharing an interesting thing with you. And then we come to the question. Somebody asked me the question. What is the question? The question is a serious question, right? How can I come over? How do I get over the dread of inevitable non-existence after death? But I'm coming to the question. We made a new mask that they gave me today. We made a mask. And the mask says, I don't know if you can read. Sudeep, can you read on this mask? What's it in Sudeep? Can you read?
Yes, sir. Now we are wearing a mask. I cannot see it right now. And now we are wearing a mask of our.
Read now.
Now we are wearing a mask on our mask. When will we unmask to realize our true self? Very good.
So what we are saying, now we are wearing a mask on our mask. Now we are wearing a mask on our mask. When will we unmask to realize our true self? We have made this for you, and all members may claim under. You can ask for 100 masks for free distribution. We can send you all 100 masks and or even more for you to give people, because this will help people to wake them up from their blindness. So this is something which you can ask for on WhatsApp. And like we sent you the Enlightenment book, we will be glad to send you these masks. See, we all God gives ideas.
Shivoham,
Sir.
I did not get correctly what was written on the mask. Can admin help writing on the chatting box?
Admin will send you the message. Now we are wearing a mask on our mask. Now when will we? I'm asking admin to send you the message on the chat, so then you can copy it. Okay. I don't know whether we can send the picture, but we can by end of the call, or I think somebody from the group will send a picture, or my WhatsApp will send it to you, and the message will come by chat. So now more to the serious question. It suddenly came to me. I don't know how I got the idea of this mask. So my dear friends, the subject that somebody asked me the question was this, a very serious matter. How do I get over the dread of inevitable non-existence after death? Death is a serious matter. And at least that should wake people up on the journey of enlightenment. For me, sometimes I just can't understand why are millions and billions of people in this world so ignorant about the reality of life. I just can't understand. People are walking on a path of disaster. What can I do? I can do nothing about it. Can I do something about it? No. I believe it's their karma. I believe it's each one's karma. And while I may be wanting to help millions of people on the path of enlightenment, I would like people to unmask. Look at this, how the quote came. We are wearing a mask on our mask. And what is this? This is nothing. This is just a mask. This is a mask. We are wearing a mask on the mask. When will we realize this truth, my dear friends? My dear friends, death. How to overcome the dread of inevitable non-existence of death. And there is no death. There is no death. Just like a child is scared of the sunset. A child is scared, oh, the sun is going to go down, it's going to become dark. I can't play. The day is over. When will the child understand? My dear friends, when will the child understand that the sun is not gone anywhere? It is just the rotation of this earth round and round. When will we realize the truth, my dear friends? So I'm not giving this question to you, but I'm answering this question because it's a very profound question, my dear friends. The dread of What is he said? The dread of inevitable, I can't stop it. Inevitable non-existence after death. Some people think death is the end. Are mere bhai, oh my dear friend, if death was the end, then people would not say you passed away. People would not burn your body. People burn your body because you have left the body. Where did you go? Every day people die. We see people die every day. But where did they go? They didn't disappear. Where did they go, my dear friends? This is important for you to understand, to ask the question. And while I am going to hand over the mic back to you on Q&A, I'm leaving you with two important things. One, I'm leaving you with a thought today. We are wearing a mask on our mask. Take the masks and distribute and help people realize the truth. And second, the question posed to me, how to face the dread. You face the dread by the realization of the truth. The realization of the truth that death is a celebration. Death is a celebration. The administrator has put the quote. You can copy the message, Rajendra. I hope you can copy the message. Over to you. Administrator, do you have any questions? Any live questions? Before, otherwise we have to go on to social media. But first, opportunity, Shivoham. Yes, go. Yes, Gautam, bolo.
यार आपने जो कल एक जो राजा जनक का कल स्टोरी बोला था ना हमको कि वो जब फायर हुआ तो सब लोग भाग के चले गए तो वो अकेला उधर तो कुछ
yes,
तो
yes.
तो he was taking his life in risk, no? अभी फॉर एग्जांपल अभी नहीं
what risk he was taking?
नहीं यार फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मेरा सामने कोई अभी टाइगर आ गए तो कोई स्नेक आ गया, I have to run. I should not be there itself.
So he also ran. No? He got up from the. He got up. He gave instructions to all his ministers. He told the ministers, take care of the fire, and he came and sat quietly.
अच्छा वो भागा नहीं है क्या, उधर ही था फिर?
भागने का जरूरत क्या? सब लोग आग को बुझा रहे हैं ना बस. People are taking care of the fire. Why should I run?
अच्छा मैं वो ऐसे मैं कंफ्यूज था कि वो उधर ही खड़ा था इसलिए.
नहीं उधर ही थोड़ी फायर में जंप किया. I didn't say वो फायर में जंप किया.
नहीं वो तो कंफ्यूज था मेरे को बस इतने.
He was not paranoid. He was not scared. जैसे आप लोग, you know what people do, गौतम? पहले वो एक मास्क पहनते हैं, उसके बाद दूसरा मास्क पहनते हैं, उसके बाद दुपट्टा पहनते हैं, उसके बाद फेस शील्ड पहनते हैं. Have you seen?
Yeah.
मेरे ऑफिस में तो लड़की लोग 4 मास्क पहन के आती थी. तो फिर क्या करना है?
सही है.
Okay. Next question, please. Thank you. Next question. Jyotri. Okay, Jyotri has a question, and we have not been able to answer Jyotri's questions because. Okay, Jyotri's question is how to manage time, people, and how to manage time, people, and be a good leader. If a glass is full of water, then the glass will not be able to hold more water. Is there any last but knowledge and realization in the path of enlightenment? After that last realization, no more knowledge can be held by us. Okay, your first part of the question, how to manage time. You can get any book in the library, hundreds of books on time management. And to be a good leader, I don't need to teach you leadership. I left leadership lessons 10 years back. But you're telling me, next question, if a glass is full of water, this is a spiritual question, and you will not be able to hold more water. So if there is a last point of knowledge and realizing the path of enlightenment, then the last realization, no more realization or knowledge can be held by us. My dear friends, realization is not knowledge. Knowledge is like a book. You can keep on getting add knowledge, pages. But realization is a spark. It is switching on the light. When you switch on the light, Jyotri, it's just like saying, when there is a light already in the room and you can see everything, do you need another light to see the light? Sanjay Das, do you need a light to see the light? No, because the light is self-illumined. The light, the bulb is self-illumined. You don't need to put a torch on the light to see the bulb. No, you don't need to do it. So those who are enlightened don't need more space in their glass of wisdom. God will keep on sending them stories and analogies and new things. But that does not mean that we have to gain more knowledge or wisdom. All right? Yoga Narasimhan.
So from your book, I understood that everybody are searching happiness, and actual happiness is God. So when you have this God realization, you are in a state of Satchitanand.
Absolutely.
So once we reach the state of Satchitanand, does the state last? It keeps on lasting, or it just for some time it comes
Beautiful question. Can you tell me which book did you pick this up? Because it's there in many books. Which book did you read?
I read many of your books, sir. I don't know.
Okay.
I take notes from your book,
Okay.
and I think it's Who Am I think.
Let me explain to you. Man is searching for happiness. You agree to that point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Every man is looking for happiness. From the time you're a child, we want pleasure. We don't want pain. A child will run away from a doctor who gives injection. And the girl and the boy will run to the ball and a doll. Right from the time we are small, the difference between the men and the boys, I say, the difference between the men and the boys is the cost of their toys. Have you heard that? The difference between the men and the boys is the cost of their toys. Boys ka toy doesn't cost. Men ka toys cost more money. So Yoga Narasimhan, the point is this. When we reach that state of Sat, Chit, Anand, the state of Anand, you understand. Anand means happiness. You understand? I don't have to explain that, right? Anand is not happiness. Anand is eternal happiness. It is Ananda. Ananda means it is eternal happiness. And it comes from Sat, Chit. It comes from Sat means truth. Chit means consciousness. When you become conscious of the truth, when there is the Chit of Sat, there is Ananda. So Sat, Chit, Anand is three words put together. The bliss that you enjoy when you reach that state of consciousness. There is no problem. There is no fear. There is no worry. There is happiness. There is bliss. There is joy. There is peace. There is love. You reach that state. Now tell me, where is your problem?
So does the state last like that only, or it just comes and it goes off, and you have to stay in the memory of that?
No, there is no memory. When you realize it, you don't have to memorize it. What did I say, Yoga? When you realize it,
you don't have to memorize.
Do you have to memorize where your nose is?
No.
Where is my nose? Where is my nose? I'm finding. You have to search.
No.
Where is my eye? Where is my eye? Where is my eye? No. Why you don't have to search, Yoga Narasimhan? Because when you realize it, we know. We don't have to memorize. You don't have to memorize it. Now you get my point? Now, as long as you are in that consciousness. So your next question will already come to your mind will be how to remain in that consciousness. If you are in that state, in the Sat Chit Anand, how to get the Chit of Sat to experience Sat Chit Anand? How to do it? The only way to be in Chit or consciousness is to switch off the mind. The moment you switch off the mind, there is no thought. It's very difficult to be in that state. I am talking to you, Yoga Narasimhan. I have no thought. My thought is switched off. I am in a state of Sat Chit Anand. I am enjoying talking to you as a divine in front of me, and I am in a state of Ananda. In fact, whenever you see me, you may notice I am always in a state of Ananda. How do I remain in that state of Ananda? You think I don't have problems? Sometimes I'm doing Zoom call and people's power fails. Sometimes there's a fire behind me. Sometimes there's a notice that has come. Sometimes there are problems around me. But does that affect my consciousness? आनंदा सच्चिदानंदा सत के चित्त में रहना हमें, मिथ्य को दूर हमें करना, सत्य के चित्त में रहना है। आनंदा सच्चिदानंदा सत के चित्त में रहना हमें, मिथ्य को दूर हमें करना, सत्य के चित्त में रहना है। Did you get what I'm saying? You have to eliminate the mithya. Everything in this world is an illusion. Yoga Narasimhan, death is an illusion. Today I had a question. I don't know whether you saw the question. How to overcome that dread of the inevitable non-existence after death? How to? It is an illusion. It is mithya. Where is the dread? There is no, I have no dread about death. Where is death? Death is just like a sunset. I am waiting for the day when the Lord will tell me, come over. The door is open, come over. You get my point? That should be our realization. And that's a way Yoga Narasimhan. I am not giving you some, sorry to use the wrong word, bullshit. I am not just giving you some bullshit no, this is a real experience. This is my own real personal experience. Whatever I talk in this call is not some technical theoretical knowledge. I am sharing my personal life experience with you all. Anything else, Yoga Narasimhan?
So that one, so that after experiencing that thing, it's continuing, you're staying in Ananda always.
If you have that, if you are able to be in the chit. If the mind comes and steals your consciousness, what happens, Yoga? If the mind comes and steals the consciousness,
you're lost.
You lose the peace of mind. You go from chit to thought. And the moment you move from chit to thought, then you are in trouble. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question. Rajendra.
Shivoham here.
Shivoham.
My question may sound silly to few people, I don't know, but whenever you are talking about Satchitananda or Dhyana, you do this. You open your mouth. So is it necessary or what?
You can do. You can do whatever you want. It is. You can be like a Hanuman. You can be like whomever you want. You can do like this also. You can do. It is your state of consciousness.
Right.
For me, when I do. That is my state of freedom.
All right.
When I do this, I experience complete eternal bliss.
All right.
Maybe
Thank
you
you.
do. Doesn't mean that you have to have the same. Each of us may be different, but each of us has got our own nature. Every human being will have their own way of doing it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dattatray.
Yes, Shivam to all.
Shivoham.
Sir, I'm not the body. Yes, I understood and I confirm. But I'm not the mind. Who is saying that? You know, I
Who is
feel
saying that?
Mind is saying that I'm not mind. Like a parrot. आपने सिखाया हमें, तो हम वैसा बोल रहे हैं. I'm not the mind.
No. So Dattatray. So let us find the mind. So please show me where is your nose.
Yeah.
Please
Yes,
find your nose. Where is the brain? Where is the brain?
Brain inside.
Where is the heart?
Yes.
Where is the mind?
Mind not visible.
Not only visible. not visible. We don't know where it is.
I see.
So the mind appears to be. It appears to be, but
Yeah.
actually it is only a bundle of thoughts.
Yes.
And in the material world, they call it mind. But in the spiritual world, they call it sukshma sharir. They call it mithya. And I have told you many times, I hope you will remember it. I'm telling you one more time. Mithya ka matlab kya hai? दिखता सच पर वो ना है. जैसे अंगूठी दिखती अंगूठी पर सच में अंगूठी ना है. अंगूठी से अगर हम सोना निकाले तो फिर वो कहाँ है. सोना अगर निकल जाए अंगूठी ना है. अंगूठी तो ये मिथ्या है. My dear Dattatreya, tell me, when you get up from deep sleep, when there's no dream, and you say,
Yeah.
ah, like this, where was the mind? Mind was there or mind disappeared?
No mind.
The mind appears when thoughts get one after the other. Mind is only a bundle of thoughts.
Yeah.
Thoughts come from the brain. The brain is the hardware. Thoughts come. Now, this is what is called the software of the body. Now, we have to understand the difference between the hardware and the software. And we have to realize we are not the hardware, we are not the software, we are the power. So, where is your question coming from, Dattatreya? You only wanted to understand where is the mind, or you have a further question?
How the soul? I think the soul is saying, I am not the body, I am not the mind.
No, wait. Go slow. So, Dattatreya, who is Dattatreya?
My name. What is name?
Only your name. If I change your name, you will become somebody else. If tomorrow I change your name to Rajinder, you will become Rajinder. Dattatreya is that identity of the body who has been given the name. He's got father, mother, son of. His father is there, his mother is there. He's the Indian, born in the Hindu. So you are a Jeev Atma.
Yeah.
You are a human being.
Yeah.
That human being is we call it you are a human computer. Just like a human computer, you have got a hardware and there is a software. So the mind, we cannot find the mind, but the mind is a subtle existence. For example, I just saw a very beautiful video yesterday. Have you all seen this video? Amazing video. Amazing video. I don't know if you all have seen this video. They're saying scientist is able to put a memory stick in our memory and copy the memory and give it to somebody else's memory. Have you seen the new video?
No.
I don't know how true it is. Because how can they copy the memory? I don't believe they can copy the memory. I want to know, how can scientists copy the memory? Because it's a subtle part of our existence. Let us see. They are saying scientists is saying so many things. Scientists are saying in the everybody's eye, they are going to put a chip. Then if you come like this, you just do like ting tong like this, means then your computer is working. Then you don't have to go to the doctor. Ting tong, the doctor will tell you what's wrong with your whole body. Because the chip in your body, ting tong, I don't know how many 100 years it will take for that chip to go in your eye and do it. I don't know. One thing, in the last 100 years, does anybody know? I saw another interesting video. Does anybody know when cars had radios?
No.
Anybody knows? Do you know how radios were introduced in car? Anybody knows? Anybody knows the story?
No.
So I don't listen to all this nonsense. This nonsense comes to me. Somebody sends me this nonsense video, and somebody sent me a nonsense video, and then I have to scan the nonsense video to find the sense video, right? So I started listening. In 1929, one man was going with his girlfriend in the car. So one man was going with his girlfriend in the car in 1929 and she told him, my dear darling, if the car had radio, it would be so much fun. In 1929, they came out with to bring instrument in the car to play music because boyfriend and girlfriend were driving. And that company finally became, you know which company? You know what is the name of the company? That radio company became Motorola.
I see.
That radio company became known as Motorola after 1929. So what I'm trying to tell you, science will see, science thinks they are too great. But what does science do? Science is only able to explain what God is doing. Science is not able to do much. Whatever is happening is actually created by God. Okay, man created aeroplane. Oh, big job. God created birds in the sky thousands of years ago. The pigeon doesn't have to have helicopter like and then helicopter crashes and dies. No, pigeon will fly whenever you want. You try one thing. How many of you have done it? I don't know. Just take some dana and put in your house. From nowhere, 100 pigeons will come. From where? From where they come? Where the signal goes from one pigeon to another pigeon. I feed in my garden, I feed 300 to 400 pigeons every morning.
Great.
If you want to see sometime when you come here, but where they get a signal? They come from all the directions, they come and land. We human beings don't realize that God's power is beyond our comprehension. Sorry for that long answer. Next question. Kumar Swami, sir. Datta, I hope I answered your question, sir. Yes, Kumar Swami.
Sir, okay, my question may be silly for you, but I
Sir,
got a doubt.
No question is silly, sir. All questions are welcome. Come on, ask your question, sir.
I am walking on the street.
Yes.
So somebody came and attacked on my body.
Yes.
So shall I go for defense or not?
Of course, you must go for defense.
Yes.
It is your duty.
So that is my duty, right? Sir, this is only instrument I am having. If I lost this instrument, I cannot walk on the spiritual path.
Of course, you must control yourself.
So I have to take care of my instrument.
Correct.
Okay. So in that connection, this virus, the COVID virus, is also harming the people. If you are not wearing the mask, it may affect your instrument.
Correct.
So wearing the mask, what is the problem?
Nothing problem. Who told the problem? There is no problem.
So because we are protecting our body,
let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what is my theory of wearing the mask. My learning when the virus started right from Wuhan, my understanding was 2-3 important things. Point number 1, the virus was attacking people over the age of 60. According to me, number of people dying were mostly above the age of 60, 70, 80. Those people should have worn the mask. Those people should have stayed at home. And also people below 60, if they had diabetes, heart disease, kidney disease, they had comorbidities, they were supposed to wear the mask. My understanding is the rest of the population were living in fear. They were thinking that they will all die. Then I studied another flu called the Spanish flu of 1929. In that Spanish flu, Kumar Swami, people were dying on the street in thousands. Thousands of people were dying on the street. And the day you got the Spanish flu, within 24 hours, you were dying. In coronavirus, the recovery rate is 98.5%.
Yes.
That is my own. I am not against wearing the mask. I am not saying don't wear the mask. I don't wear mask. I do not believe in the seriousness of the virus. I believe my body is powerful, and I finished getting coronavirus also. I finished taking 2 vaccinations also, and I have done about 25 PCR tests. Every week I do 2 PCR tests because every week I travel. So any more questions?
No, ultimately what I meant to say is we have to take care. We have to take care of our health.
Of course you must take care. If anybody is wearing a mask, I am not making fun of them. Please wear the mask if you have got any kind of fear or any real danger about the coronavirus. Please wear the mask.
This is not a fear, sir. This is only a precaution.
Now,
Precaution is
Kumaraswamy,
different, fear is different.
let me give you another example. You are going one step further. Let me explain. You are walking out of your house and you are scared that there's going to be a crocodile in the lake. So you carry a gun also and you are careful. But you are walking in your garden and you are carrying a gun because there's a lizard next to you. So should you carry a gun because there's a lizard
No,
next
no,
to
no.
you?
At that situation, if it doesn't have, we cannot do.
So you have to
But-
evaluate. You have to evaluate the danger. For example, there's a man walking in your house. He's trying to attack you. He is holding a gun. So what you must do, Kumaraswamy, if the man is holding a gun and you have a gun, what should you do? You should take out your gun and you should shoot the man. But if the man is just carrying a single, if a man is carrying a potato in his hand, will you take out a gun and shoot that man because he's carrying a potato in his hand?
No.
So it all depends case to case basis. I'm just giving examples, Kumaraswamy. I don't mean to give you a silly answer, but I'm just going to give you an example how to evaluate the situation. Thank you. Okay, we have some typed questions before we close. So one typed question is from Shweta. Shweta says, how does spiritual awakening change you and your complete nature? Spiritual awakening liberates you from pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. Spiritual awakening gives you consciousness of bliss and happiness. Spiritual awakening gives you peace. Spiritual awakening makes you experience love for one and all. Spiritual awakening makes you experience God everywhere. Spiritual experience is a nasha. It is an intoxication. It is the best experience that you can ever have in your life. So Shweta, you must get there. Jyotri, how to comprehend that the world is a big drama? When you know it's a drama, you know it's a drama. How do you comprehend you're watching TV? How do you know it's a TV and it's not Amitabh Bachchan is not in your house? You know Amitabh Bachchan is not there. He's only on the screen. The man who realizes the truth knows, Jyotri, that this world is a drama. He knows we are actors. We come and we go. This is just a show. This needs realization. This needs enlightenment. Govardhan, what is success in life and how to overcome laziness and fear? Real success is not achievement. Real success starts with contentment and fulfillment. But real success is enlightenment. Ultimate success, the third peak, the real success, if you want to achieve success, it is enlightenment. My dear friends, you can spend your life doing whatever you want. Don't come on this call. You be busy with everything else in this world. In the end, one day the body will die and you will come back again and again. Today I wrote a new quote. Today I wrote a quote. Ashok Nichani will like this quote. I was going to send to you, Ashok. Did I send you a quote today morning, Ashok?
No, sir.
Ashok sent me a photograph of somebody whom we both know. He died, a singer, Pavaji. Sudeep, you know Pavaji, he died. So who was singing in the temple 10 years back. So what I wrote in a quote, and I was going to read it out to Ashok. It says, soon what will be left is our picture in the frame. Soon what will be left is a picture in the frame. Soon it will be the end of the game. Is there any doubt that soon we will be gone? But what we don't realize is that we will be reborn. I repeat, soon what will be left is a picture in the frame. Soon it will be the end of the game. Is there any doubt that soon we will be gone? But what we don't realize is we will be reborn. I wrote this quote for Ashok. I hope I'll send it to you. My point,
Very true. Very
true.
true.
What I'm telling all of you is we need to be on this path. And we need to walk and 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 walk till we reach the destination of enlightenment. We should not get discouraged. We should not lose the journey. We should not lose the path. I see many people are losing the path. Many people get distracted. Many people go astray. Fine. I cannot do anything to help. But don't lose the path. Last question from Gaurish. Why do you say that we should not do good karma? Is it because we take rebirth again? But if I see any poor child, shouldn't I feel that it's become the good karma Right, you can help me in this question. Gaurish is very clear, Gaurish. Step 1, do good karma or do bad karma? The answer, do good karma. Don't do bad karma. Over? Question 1 over. Question 2, should I do good karma or should I transcend karma? Should I overcome karma? Should I go beyond karma? And should I be liberated from rebirth? Answer, don't do good karma. Realize I am not the doer of karma. Realize I am not the body and mind. Realize I am the divine soul. All your karma, do it as an instrument of God. Do nishkam karma. Whatever karma you do, you say, मैं तो प्रभु कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तो ही, तुम बिन मैं क्या, कुछ भी ना. Everything, O Lord, सब कुछ तू ही करता है, मैं क्या करता हूं. This is the approach you should have. So with that note, Gaurish, do good karma instead of bad karma. But you will come back in this world. Anybody who comes back in this world will experience pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. My guidance to you, my dear friends, on the path of enlightenment is to go beyond karma, is to transcend karma and to become one with God. With that note, and with my folded hands for you spending your time every day on this call, I bow down to you and look forward to your divine presence every day at 8. May God bless you. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham.